More like maritime mobile.
Then all I've got is...
Sounds like you're a part of the counterpoise of the antenna system, are you?
Center loaded antennas working beautifully.
I've had some great results pedestrian mobile with this backpack vertical antenna. However, it only operates between 10 and 50 megahertz. For 7 megahertz, which is really popular here, I needed to do something else. That something else turned out to be adding a loading coil. I've opted for centre loading, i.e. there's about 2.5 metres below the coil and about 2.5 metres above the coil. The coil is round on a bit of pipe from a vacuum cleaner tube. It's about 35 millimetres in diameter. As you can see, I'm using thin insulated wire, close round, with a tap every 4 or 5 turns. It was soon found the alligator clip wasn't needed. The full length of the loading coil was enough to provide a good match on 7 megahertz. Of course, that's not final. The main game is to see what the matching's like when I'm in the water. And as we found on 10 megahertz, it made a huge difference. Adjusting the L match made some difference, but not enough. I've moved the alligator clip so it's shorting out about 7 turns. Here's something I've noticed, particularly on 7 and 10 megahertz. If you're in contact with the ground, the noise level is higher, and presumably also your transmitted signal is stronger. Here's a demo. However, on higher HF bands, 14 megahertz and up, it doesn't really make much difference.
Be interested to see how you've got the band switching arranged.
By 858 metre into Wadetenna today. VK3YE, this is VK3YE. Yeah, look, I know what you're talking about with the split pole and their tendency to collapse, but as you probably well know that you can tape them, that stops them from collapsing. And I'll throw it back to you and we'll see if anybody else can hear you, Peter. VK3YE, this is VK3YE, over.
VK5BJE in the Adelaide Hills. It's really good signal, Peter. You're 5 and 5, no preamp, genuine 5 and 5.
I'm now in the water, up to my ankles, so I wonder if that's made much of a difference in the signal.
Well, Peter, it made 2 F points of difference. You went over 5 by 9 and then out of the water you're 5 by 7. Yeah, about 2 F points, Peter.
It was a very interesting experiment, Peter. I haven't got the preamp running at all, and you were 5 and 5. When you walked out of the water, it dropped down to 5 and 1. But before you came back on land, it came up again, but your signal has more punch and depth while you're in the water. The secret to any vertical antenna on a car, and certainly like Peter's using in pedestrian mobile, is centre loaded versus base loaded. So if you can work out how to do a centre loaded whip and make it stable and reasonably compact, I think you're on a winner. I look forward to seeing the video, Peter. Yeah, VK3YE Pedestrian Mobile, VK5SCRG returning their feed. Yeah, well, you're doing a fine job actually. Yeah, VK3YE, VK2CWR. You 12 watts into the trawler and out in the bush getting some firewood there, Peter. K6NB, VK6GE and the group. Yeah, in the group, VK6NB. And I must say, and everyone, when we first started talking, literally about 7 to an 8 breath, now you're up to it. Roger, VK3 Yankee Echo Hockey Mobile, this is a 3 Echo Hotel Germany portable. Good afternoon, Peter. You are seen at the 5 into 5 here in Scottsdale, National Park. Yeah, I'm just using my homemade rigs and it doesn't run to an amp meter or anything, but you're quite a good signal and there's no background noise and you're even pumping the AGC a little bit. So you're probably at least strength 5 or strength 6 anyway. And it's a lot stronger than that
magnetic loop that you were playing around with.
CQ Soda, VK1, NAM, portable 3. Roger, Peter. I have one of those split poles, the 5.4. I think they're a carbon fibre from eBay. Well, it's doing a fine job, Peter. Peaking 5.8, peaking 5 and 8. Now from Hewen Hill in the suburbs of Wodonga. The Soda Summit is VK3, Victor Echo 237. Thanks very much, Peter. 7-3. Yeah, no worries, Peter. Yeah, it's doing a great job there. That's unbelievable.
VK3YE Pedestrian Mobile up to his knees in water on VK3 AFW. 5 and 7. I have to say it's probably the most unusual setup I've come across in the last decade.
Yeah, it's Peter, VK3YE Pedestrian Mobile. This is VK3YSP. Just in the car in South Melbourne. So I'm now running an ST897 into an ACU. The antenna is, like I said, on the back of the ACU, which is connected to the rig. VK3YE Pedestrian Mobile, VK5CZ. Yeah, good on you, mate. No, that's great. A really good signal here. Nice strong signal, easy to listen to. VK3YE Pedestrian. This is VK3ASU. Quite a big difference. In the water, you're 5.8. Out of the water, onto the sand, you're about a 3x3. A 3x3. You're below noise level.
It's been a really successful experiment. I've got all bands from 40 through to 6 metres in just the one antenna. There's only a couple of minor hassles. If I need to go from 40 to some of the other bands, I need to take out the loading coil completely. That means removing the backpack and flicking a switch. Also, with these grid poles, if you're not taping the sections together, sometimes they can vibrate loose and collapse. Nothing worse than that in the middle of a QSO. But overall, it's a lightweight, portable antenna system that gets great reports, and I'd certainly be using this as my main pedestrian mobile antenna.
The other thing too, I suspect people wouldn't be ringing the terrorism hotline every time they see you with that magnetic loop. But now that you just look like a fisherman who's got a bag full of fish, probably in a fishing pole, so you'll blend right in, that's for sure. If you've got an opportunity to put up a better antenna, you can certainly make quite a lot of difference.